So Tad and Zainab, thank you very much for joining FutureNet Zero. I would like to talk with you regarding the Spectrum Lab and an innovative technology that is behind the Spectrum Lab. So can you tell us a little bit more about this technology and how it works in order to improve the energy efficiency of buildings?
So basically what Spectrum Lab does, it's developing a thermochromic coating for the building surface, so building envelope. This coating is able to adapt itself to the outdoor conditions. So basically, if it's cold outside, it's able to absorb the heat in order to heat the indoor environment. And if it's warm outside, it's able to reflect the solar radiation. So passively, it's able to cool the building. And by adopting this kind of, let's say, dynamic properties of this material, by the end of the year, it can provide, it's able to provide almost 15% of energy saving for both heating and cooling period.
Mm-hmm. How long it took for the Spectrum Lab and the scientific team behind this innovation to create this technology?
So let's say that right now we are working more than 1 year and more. But of course, the technology is still under development. But let's say that it took us, yes, more than 1 year to come up with a solid technology and idea behind.
Mm-hmm. Does Spectrum Lab have any plans to market this paint, to put it into market?
Yeah, so right now we are trying to understand, studying the properties of the technology. We're trying to understand how to put this technology in market. And this was also thanks to the Global Grad Show, because we were presenting the project in the Global Grad Show and we attended to an entrepreneurship program. So we did some specific studies about how we could put this technology on the market. So it's still an ongoing process, but let's say that we are still working and also with Global Grad Show with Ted and all the supporters.
One more question about the technology. During your research and during the development of this paint, have you managed to discover if there is any specific type of buildings that can be benefit from the application of this paint?
Yeah, so this was also actually a part of the study. We were trying to apply and to see which kind of typology of the buildings were benefiting more. So according to studies, we know that more industrial type of buildings, so low rise and more like low density buildings, low rise and high land coverage, since they have a more surfaces in which we can apply this, they are benefiting more, they can benefit more with a technology of this kind.
Mm-hmm. Of course, this can be also applied to households, right, and homes, and in areas probably and in buildings that they are not so industrial.
Yeah, for sure, it can apply to anywhere, and it's also like it wants to be also a quick and low cost solution compared to other energy efficiency solutions. So it's also one thing that we want to aim maybe to like maybe in the poor areas that wants to increase the energy efficiency. So this can be a quick solution to apply also within these areas and this kind of residentials.
Zainab, thank you very much for these insights. Tad, I would like to ask you about the Global Grad Show. Tell us a little bit more about the organization and the event.
So the Global Grad Show is a year-round program that is dedicated for people exactly like Zainab and her teammates, PhDs and master's degree students across over 60 countries that we work with, that are trying to bring to market technologies that can benefit either the environment or the society. So we have open calls on every year that we invite students from all universities around the world to apply. And those that have technologies that can benefit people and communities around the planet are invited to come to the program and also have the opportunity to follow this avenue that is the entrepreneurship program to hopefully take their ideas to market.
How market do you think that it is to give free space to all these innovators and scientists to promote their innovative technologies, especially in this current very challenging environment that we all live in?
I think now it became apparent that complex issues, they have to be resolved by many people working together. And that is really the cornerstone of Global Grad Show, is the fact that we have people in today over 300 universities in 60 countries that are trying to solve problems as complex as energy savings, healthcare, recycling, climate change, etc., etc. So the work that we do is really to acknowledge people that have been doing research that maybe hasn't been sufficient acknowledged yet in the media and elsewhere.
So, Dad, we have heard about the 100 project. What it is exactly, the 100 project?
So for this open call that we launched in August this year, we had 1,600 applications. And out of the 1,600 applications, we decided to see what are the emerging trends. So we had this big data set of research being done across the world. And we tried to identify what are the things that are keeping smart people, smart researchers awake at night. So we identified 5 big trends that are happening across academia, across the world. And then now we're going to present on November 9 at the launch of Global Grad Show, what are the 100 ideas that really represent what these problems are and what these trends are.